We started.
Oh my, now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Ella, or hypermoyashi. This is my channel. And
You gonna link them to your Mal page?
there's already a link there.
Are we putting the links in the description?
I guess we could.
Are you gonna do all that?
Sure.
Okay, because I don't know how.
Okay, good.
Okay, mine is Devout Chris at my anime list. It's a lot more fascinating than yours. But that's okay.
Sure it is.
I'm Christopher. We are Weeaboos.
Yeah. This is Weeaboos Assemble, first episode.
You can tell that we know what we're doing. We're very confident.
Yeah, you see? No, let's go through a question. What qualifies us to be doing this?
You have over 7,000 episodes of anime watched.
I guess. But
You have over 122 days. You have a YouTube channel about it. You have a Tumblr page all about Mikaku City actors.
it's not all about Mikaku City actors.
That's basically what it is. Tumblr's
true.
basically a bunch of weeaboos talking about how good Black Butler is and why it's the best romance plot ever made.
Of course.
And then CL took off his pants. So fucking wet.
I think we should probably put a language warning in this. Because you just dropped the F-bomb, thank you very much.
We'll talk about hentai later, too.
Oh, good. Oh, well, no uncomfortable silences, please.
Also, spoilers for everything.
Yeah, we will spoil anything and everything, and he uses a lot of bad language.
No, I don't.
You-
I don't curse.
You just did!
I was quoting Tumblr people. The Tumblrs.
You
The
still
people
cursed
who
in
also
your
think
quote.
Attack on Titan is the best anime ever, and that John and Marco is the pinnacle of all romance.
Oh my gosh.
It's a thing. John Marco. I think I have probably 20 John Marco photos on my iPhone.
Okay.
You're welcome. Anyway.
It's 2 minutes in, and I don't think we said a thing about the actor.
Yeah, no. We've said our names.
Oh, yeah.
And gave a language warning.
Okay.
Anyway,
And spoiler warning.
we're using anychart.net, and we're going to be going over summer list of what's coming out. Well, I don't think we're doing movies, because I don't care about movies, do you?
No, I don't watch a lot of anime movies. I don't have the attention span.
I don't know. I think TV is inherently better than movies anyway. And I really only care about movies if I can go see them in a movie theater, and I'm not going to be able to go see Ghost in the Shell or the new Pokemon XY movie at the theaters. I will be able to see Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods on August 5th, 6th, 7th, and 9th on a limited run in selected theaters. I will drive as far as I have to go see that opening night.
Okay.
Are you excited? I've already seen the sub movie twice. I need to see it dubbed, though. Dragon Ball works better dubbed.
I'm not excited, to be honest.
You're very... Ella, wait.
What?
You should be excited. That movie was amazing.
Okay. I don't care
Legitimately
about Dragon Ball.
Okay, yeah. But in my opinion, better than any of the Ghibli films I've seen. And, yeah. I mean,
I'm about to punch you in the face.
And on par with the Kara no Kyokai films.
I haven't seen any of those. I'm a disgrace.
Do you have you heard of them?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, they're made by the same people who make Fate Zero.
Ah.
The same people who are going to be making...
I've seen an AMV for it. I've seen an AMV for it.
Well, I've only seen movies 1, 2, and 4.
Ah. I've been planning to watch it for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it because I don't have the attention span for movies.
Yeah, I've seen 1, 2, and 4, and I plan to watch 3, 5, 6, and 7 later.
Gotcha.
But I just haven't gotten around to it. Also because it takes a lot of effort to find them, because I'm not very internet savvy. So I just... if it's not on Crunchyroll, it's hard for me to watch it.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll, YouTube, or Funimation. Or Netflix. Anywhere but actual. Oh, or Toonami. But I don't really watch a lot of stuff on Toonami.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, Annie chart.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is a Kami ga Kill. I actually kind of want to watch that one.
I don't.
Unless it's not on Crunchyroll, and then I don't want to watch
White Fox
it.
hasn't made anything that I'm interested in. I've heard they've done good stuff, but I simply don't care. It has a girl with scissors on the front, got Kill in the name. The only reason it's going to do well is because people think it's like Kill It Kill. Which I don't think it is.
I think it's more like, are those actual scissors?
Yes, looks like scissors.
They might just be dual blades. Because duelists are cool.
But dual blades are kind of like scissors. If you put them together and wiggle them around.
The only one that associates double blades with scissors is Kill a Kill.
Yeah, because they're kind of like scissors. Except Kill a Kill is cooler.
I might watch it if it's... It all depends on what's on Crunchyroll. Like, when I first started the last season, I was planning to watch all these other random anime, but then I just watched whatever came out on Crunchyroll.
Like Ping Pong, the animation.
No, I didn't watch that.
No, I didn't either, but I'm going to because
Yeah.
Funimation put it up on their YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
So, I think all 11 episodes, or at least the first 10. If they put up 10 and not the last one, I'm going to be pissed. I actually feel like I should check right now. I'm gonna check. Okay. It says it's action, adventure, and fantasy.
Oh,
In
my favorite genres.
Fantasy?
Yeah, I love fantasy.
In anime?
Yeah. You realize it's like my favorite genre of anything.
I actually did not realize that. I don't see a lot of good fantasy stuff around all the time. There are some really good books and video games and movies about it, like Skyrim or Lord of the Rings or something. I just don't see a lot of examples of it in anime.
There are actually quite a bit of fantasies. A lot of the time they turn it into sci-fi, though. Like, they'll give a sci-fi explanation for a fantasy premise.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Like Star Wars. How they ruined it with midi-chlorians.
Okay. The aldnoah.zero.
This is my most anticipated... No, I'm kidding. Second most anticipated new anime coming out. So, like, something that's not a continuation, this is aldnoah.zero, because A1 Pictures makes pretty amazing stuff, first off, and this is a dream team of people. The guy who did the people who did, like, the animation for Kara no Kyokai and Fate Zero are doing this. The people who wrote the scripts for Madoka Magica and Fate Zero are writing this. The people who did the music for something that was awesome that I forgot are doing this. It's like a dream team of everything put together with mechs. And I really haven't seen a mech show I haven't liked.
I've seen a few, but I've seen a lot of mechs at the same time. So.
Yeah. Well, it's also fair to point out you've seen somewhere you've completed 155 anime. And I think I've completed 66.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot less than you have, around 5,000 episodes less.
Yeah.
I just recently broke 2,000.
Oh, cool. I broke 2,000 a while ago.
You broke 2,000 when you were 8 years old.
Probably.
To be fair, though, I've been watching anime out of our entire friend group for the least amount of time, but I have the second most amount of episodes watched behind you.
Yeah.
So, like, I watch at a pretty good pace.
Yeah, you watch almost as fast as I do.
Almost.
Yeah. My record is 100 episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho in one weekend.
Okay, yeah, and my record's, I think, 63 episodes of 5 different anime.
Yeah.
But are we forgetting how fast I finished Dragon Ball Z?
Okay, you watch
and the first Naruto series.
Okay, yeah, you watch pretty quickly, but...
If it's a shonen that I can find dubbed, I can get through it so fast.
Well, I did that with Yu Yu Hakusho, so...
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
Why not?
Because it's too old.
What the heck? You're not making sense!
I win.
What?
End of discussion.
Slaps you.
Okay, you didn't slap me. Stop lying. What just happened?
My phone locked. I think it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. We're good.
We are professionals.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. How long has this been going on anyway?
10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that also in Aldnoah they're using CG. Do you have anything to say about that? It feels like whenever I go anywhere on the internet, all these anime fans are complaining about it. Or complaining about any form of CGI in anime.
I actually don't mind CGI. Like, I know a lot of people complain about it, but I don't have any problem with it. Unless they do it horribly, like, let's see. I think it was the 9th episode of Mikaku City Actors. They decided to do CG on one of the, music sequences, and it was fucking horrible. I was watching it and I'm like, are you sure this is Mikaku City Actors? I wanted to punch Shaft in the face. I've never been so mad at a studio before. That was the worst music sequence in the entire show, and it was what's supposed to be one of the most emotional songs in the series. So that
was this in the
horrible.
anime or was this in one of the music videos?
The anime.
Okay. I don't really know a lot of examples I've had with CG that I've known about, so if I haven't seen it, it's probably really well blended. Yeah. I know that a friend of mine who really only watches Battle Shonen, you probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He watched one of the Naruto movies, and apparently they used it in that, and he complained to me. I've never seen a single Naruto movie. But he felt the need to call me on my phone and complain. He's like, Christopher, holy shit, I'm so pissed. And apparently it's a big deal. I don't really get it.
Honestly,
I've never really been one to complain about art style or something. Yeah. Whenever you guys are talking about art style, I don't really get it. Is it what they're kind of talking about, like the Pixar kind of style animation?
Yeah, I think so. Like,
okay, because I actually love that animation. Like the Pixar, Frozen, Tangled kind of stuff.
I think they just don't like it when mixed in with the anime. With Blast Rider did this thing that whenever they were on their motorcycles, they would switch them to CG, and it looked horrible. So I can see if it looks really bad, then yeah, let's complain about it. But if it actually does not look horrible, then I don't see any reason to complain about it.
Well, maybe a better solution would be to use it for the entire anime instead of switching in and out. Or if you are going to switch in and out, make it seem more seamless, then try to just do it jarringly. Because a lot of mech animes do use CG for the mechs.
Yeah.
But then don't for the actual people.
Yeah.
And I didn't even really know that, so I guess I never even really noticed it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, it seems like to me a better solution.
Well, anime people generally look bad in CG a lot of the time.
I'm not really a fan of the predominant anime style, the predominant way of drawing people. A style that I would like better is a more kind of Bebop or Code Geass thing. Yes, they sometimes look like giant octopus skeletons, but I just I like the way their faces look, other than in a lot of anime where they have disproportionately large heads to the rest of their body.
Yeah.
And then in yaoi when their hands are the size of their entire chest. So I don't know. I guess I don't really care about art style, but I don't really get the whole complaining thing about CG, because if I was going to complain about anything, I would complain about how the vast majority of anime look already. Which would be a polarizing view to have in the anime community.
You see, I've grown up with it, so I don't really mind it. I'm kind of used to it, but I do agree with you. I do like the Code Geass style.
Maybe make their bodies a little, maybe make their arms a little shorter, but I don't know. I feel like maybe a better example would be like Bebop, or actually just older anime from the 90s, not when it was super old, and because I watched some of the original Gundam, and it looked really, really old and stupid, but around the late 90s, back before it got to the super big heads, I don't know, I feel like it was better. And also with a lot of them, all the characters look like they're 13.
Yeah.
I don't know, just some of that stuff bugs me. Okay, next one, Oharu Ride, if I'm pronouncing that right.
No, I think it's Aoharu Ride. Because Ao means blue. I think.
Baka.
You're a bum. You
Um,
can't pronounce things like the Japanese people.
I'm gonna pronounce everything wrong, and you can just deal with it.
Okay.
I think maybe the only things I can pronounce correctly are things in English.
Like dramatical murder.
Yeah, or monogatari, which isn't in
Yeah.
English, but I can pronounce it.
Hanamonogatari.
Yeah. When we get down to Black Butler, if I try to say it in Japanese, the Kuro Shitjitsu.
Kuroshitsuji.
It sounds like I'm just trying to disguise a curse word. I don't know. I'm gonna say Black Butler
Okay.
because unless I've heard it been pronounced, I'm not gonna know it. Like, you ever heard of Sekaiichi Hatsukoi?
Yeah.
It took me forever to learn how to pronounce that. Or Kamasama Hajime Mashita.
I had to teach that one to everyone.
Because I was pronouncing it, I put an N in there. There's not even, I was like, I was like, Kamasama Hanaroro.
That's so Oh, and you know, like, Sasuke? Never gonna let you live that down. Sasuke.
You know the new character in this... Actually, I'll wait for that.
Okay.
But anyway,
We're getting so off topic.
Auharu Ride.
Close enough.
I'm just gonna call it the ride anime. The car
Okay.
anime. So basically, in the car anime, it's basically the shoujo of all shoujos, where she likes him because he's... I read some summary quote, just like a girl.
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Ella, this would be perfect for you.
Why?
You love feminine guys.
I do like feminine guys.
This is an entire show about her liking him because he's like a girl.
But it sounds so boring. Where are the fights? Where's the giant monster that's gonna destroy Tokyo that they need to kill?
Like Godzilla?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the original Godzilla movie?
Yeah.
From 1954?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I mean more like along the lines of like Black Bullet or something.
Don't
Or
we start on
action.
Black Bullet. I mean, to be fair, I'm 4 episodes behind in it.
Yeah.
I'm only on episode 7, and I just dated this podcast. But I'm only on episode 7. But I'm not crazy about it at all. I don't understand why it's as popular as it is, and I can't watch it. I don't normally listen to the Japanese people when they talk anyway. When I'm watching stuff, I just read it.
Yeah.
But the guy who voices the main character in that is the same guy who voices Eren from Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And I never know what Japanese... I can never differentiate how Japanese people sound. But I was watching it and I immediately knew it was him, and I looked it up and I was right. So all I can think of is just whenever he goes out with his little female protector to go kill some bugs, I picture him, he's like, I want to kill them all! And I just can't take the show seriously.
Well, I meant more like I tend to like action shonen things. So, romances tend to bore me.
Don't stop, we are in luck now. You say as you have Kamasama Hajime Mashita manga here on your shelf.
That would be Mikaku City Actors.
You have one
Kagura
somewhere,
Days.
don't you?
Yeah, you're looking on the wrong shelf.
That's because I already knew it was here. I don't actually need to look for it.
It's over there.
Where?
All the way over there.
Oh, I didn't even see this show.
All of my anime stuff. Kami-sama Hajime Mashita is an exception. I really like that one.
It's in your top 5 favorite manga.
Yep. I don't read a lot of manga, though.
I don't either. The only manga I read is yaoi manga. Speaking of yaoi, there's a lot of good yaoi coming out this season.
Oh, goody. Okay.
Like, we can skip ahead. 3 Places to Dramatical Murder.
Gonna be watching that one.
Yeah. Have you played or watched any of the game?
No, but one of my friends is obsessed with it, so I want to see it.
2 of your friends.
2 of my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it all started, she came in, she's like, guys. He fucks the dog.
What? This happens?
You didn't know?
Wait, there's actual bestiality?
Mm-hmm. The dog turns into a human, and the main character, Aoba, can have sex with the dog.
Well, he's a human, right?
Huh?
Well, he's a human,
Yeah,
right?
but it's still the dog.
Okay. Okay, as long as he's a person, that's okay.
I mean, I haven't actually played. I haven't actually watched the entire light novel. I watched the beginning and got kind of bored.
Yeah.
I will be watching the anime though. But yeah, one of our friends has watched all of it, and another one of them watched about half of it.
Yeah.
And then said she was gonna wait for the anime too. And yeah, the one who watched all of it says that's the real question the entire fandom is asking.
What?
Does he fuck the dog?
Good to know.
That's all that we can really hope for.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that one though. Let's see.
Apparently, in the visual novel, he's kind of more like shy and stuff. But from all the clips we've seen from the anime, he has kind of this smirky, confident grin, like he's a seme.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be some sort of role reversal, because it seems like every yaoi always follows the uke, because yaoi's geared more towards girls, and this is just my assumption. I'm not a yaoi mangaka or anything, but yaoi's geared towards girls.
Yeah.
And then the uke is the receptive partner, so that's why I'm assuming they probably do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to see a big name yaoi like this one with a seme as the main lead.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
POV. Okay, so going back up.
Bakumatsu Rock by Studio Dean. It's just music.
Are you gonna watch this one? Because I'm not. If you're not, I don't know anything about it, so we can skip it if you want to.
Sure. Let's see. Barakamon by Kinema Citrus.
I don't know.
On to the
I'm at first already put off because I don't know, but it says Bara, and Bara isn't my favorite brand of yaoi.
Oh.
Do you know what Bara is?
No.
Bara is yaoi geared towards gay men.
Oh.
And a lot of them, I'm sure it's probably because this listed as comedy and slice of life, and it has a little girl in it on the cover, so I doubt it has to do with that. But Bara has really muscly, hairy men, and
fun.
I don't know. And then it says slice of life, and with some exceptions, slice of life can get really annoying to me.
Yeah, there are a few slice of lives that I've liked, but very few. Most of the time, I avoid the slice of life genre.
There are some good ones though.
Yeah.
Saint Young Men. It was a movie, but that was a good one. The first 4 episodes of Free were kind of slice of life.
Yeah.
1 Week Friends is slice of life.
We're not even talking about that show.
Care to share your opinions on 1 Week Friends?
It's so boring.
It's
Nothing
really
happens.
Good. It's really
Nothing
good.
happens.
It's really
Nothing
good.
happens.
Oh, it's really good.
Nothing happens.
How far into it are you?
7 or 8 episodes.
Okay, so I've seen the first 10, and as of now, all 12 are out. So the show's over.
Okay.
I have not seen the last 2. I was gonna watch them before I came over here, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: are you really thinking about the show, or are you just watching it?
I'm watching it. There's nothing much to think about.
Yes, there is. The show's all about empathy, and how he goes in and he tries to become friends with her despite this fact, and that he has to try to understand her. And you know that at least where you are on the show, his entire goal is he wants to become friends with her so he can eventually date her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's he pretty much has an ulterior motive, and he's actually, it doesn't show, but the main character's a pretty selfish dude. Like he really, at least I got, he's only hanging out with her because he wants to date her.
Yeah.
So and then I mean they do this in every anime, but he's probably gonna claim he's in love with her and confess to her or something. All that jazz. Where I'm at right now, it's starting to change to where she just met up with one of her elementary school friends who's talking about how she doesn't remember and he's offended and stuff. And the main character is kind of changing his view where he's like, I need to help her deal with this problem that she's having, and I need to help her move past it. And that's not going to happen if I'm here dating her. So instead of saying that he's in love with her, or he's falling in love with her, he actually does love her enough to realize me putting my tongue in her mouth isn't what she needs. What she needs is an actual friend, which is in the title, is an actual friend who's going to feel empathetic towards her. Now, another thing. When I say I like the art, I like how they look and stuff, I also, two things about it really annoy me. They have no noses, pretty much.
Their mouths are, like, on their chins. It's annoying.
Yeah. And also, around the edges of the screen, there's kind of a white fade out.
Yeah.
That they do in a lot of stuff. They did it in Sekaiichi Hatsukoi too. And I don't know, so don't quote me on this. I kind of feel like I remember they did it in Kama-sama Hajime Mashita, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember that, but I don't notice it that much.
It was in Sekaiichi Hatsukoi, and it's really prominent in that one, and I don't like that. But, in general, I feel like the art's pretty good.
Yeah.
It kind of has a episodic story, but not really, because it is about, like, different weeks and stuff, but I feel like instead of it all just being about that love interest thing, because he's now realizing he doesn't need to do that, they also introduced other friends, the two other people, without it becoming, like, I mean, I don't want to say harem, but without it being, like, a harem-like show where there are a bunch of characters that you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's actually a pretty good show. And I haven't seen the last two episodes, but right now on Mal, I have it listed down as a 7. Which is pretty high for me. Yeah.
I mean, I can see how people would think it was good, but it just hasn't caught my interest at all, and it's really... there are, like, there are slice of life shoujo shows that I'll get really into, and they'll be entertaining to me, but this one just isn't one of them. And I guess it's just, like, I tend to judge shoujos more harshly because I'm not that interested in them. But at the same time, despite that, I don't think it has a high enjoyment value to me.
Okay, well, I disagree. I think it's good.
Okay.
And I'll probably watch the last 2 episodes today.
Okay.
And finish it. Which will then put you at watching 16 shows and me down to watching 9.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Alright, we need to talk about the new Sailor Moon.
I mean, you can talk about it. I know, the only thing I know about Sailor Moon is what you told me before we started with her magical girl transformations. And I know that the woman who wrote it is the wife of the guy who wrote Hunter x Hunter.
Yep, basically.
Yoshihiro Togashi. If I pronounce that right.
I'm actually kind of excited for it because I haven't heard a lot about it, but they're changing the art style, which the old art style was old, so the new art style is kind of pretty.
I heard that they're kind of keeping the art style, but just, like, updating it.
Yeah, they are kind of updating it. A lot of fans are mad about it, but I'm actually excited for it. The new one looks prettier, a lot prettier. So.
I feel like whenever you reboot a show, you should always make it look better.
Yeah, you should.
Like with Hunter x Hunter, when they did the reboot, they kept the same art style.
Yeah.
But it looks a lot better.
It does.
And even with, I'm going to compare it to another show that got rebooted, Dragon Ball Kai. Here's where they made a mistake with that. If you watch the opening of that show, it's the same art style as the show back from the 80s, which is Dragon Ball Z. But it's like really high quality looking stuff, like HD, like the opening's really well done. And then for the rest of the actual show, they just used recut scenes from the original.
Yeah.
And it would have been much better if they had actually redone the show.
Probably.
Because Kai is basically just a shortened version with some changed dialogue. And don't get me wrong, I love it. But it's like it's nothing different.
Gotcha.
And if you're gonna reboot a show, which I think this is a reboot, you should update the art style. So I mean I probably don't know what I'm talking about because I haven't seen the original, but I would have to disagree with people who would be upset about it.
Yeah. And also, I hope they, the original Sailor Moon, they kind of drag things out, so I hope they fix that. Like literally...
I don't think they will. This
maybe.
is being done by Toei Animation.
Oh.
And they're notorious for a bunch of stuff that just goes on forever. Like, even, I tried watching Majin Bone, which started this last season. To be fair, I only watched 4 episodes, but...
Oh, they did Yu-Gi-Oh! Cool.
Yeah, they did Dr. Slump, Dragon Ball, Saint Seiya, One Piece, all those shows and stuff.
I've only seen the Lost Canvas of Saint Seiya, and
I want to watch that. It has 2 seasons of 13, right?
Yeah.
And then Saint Seiya Omega, which I want to watch as well. But that's like 100 episodes long.
The ending, like
The Lost Canvas.
The Lost Canvas like cut off in the middle of the anime, so you had to go read the manga to get the ending, and the ending is so horrible. Like it just.
Well, then I won't read the manga.
Yeah, it's a prequel to. I'm pretty sure it's just a prequel to Saint Seiya.
No. The Lost Canvas is a side story. I thought.
Yeah, it's about I think it's like the three gods reincarnate and the like little Pegasus team reincarnate every couple hundred years or something, and this was like the generation before the one that Saint Seiya is about.
Okay.
So, but I love Alone. The main villain was so great.
But yeah, I don't think that it's gonna be. I don't think it'll have the faster pace and shorter stuff that a lot of anime have. For 2 reasons. One is Toei.
Yeah.
And 2, this was announced years ago, and it keeps getting delayed and delayed over and over again. You wouldn't have to delay something that's only 25 episodes.
No.
So, I could be wrong, but I feel I've heard this is gonna go like throughout the entire year. Like it's gonna take an entire year to air.
So it's probably gonna be more like 50-ish.
No. Apparently, it's still gonna air on 20 episodes. They're just gonna do it over the course of a year.
So what? At one every other week?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just saying, from my understanding, that's what I've heard. But I know like literally nothing about Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it though.
Yeah. Well, I'm still despite
I'll be watching aldnoah.zero, Aru Haru Ride anime, and the new Sailor Moon and Dramatical Murder. Okay. And the next 2.
Wait.
About. Okay, go.
Let's stay on topic. Okay.
We're still on Sailor Moon?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I'm still excited to relive my childhood. So now we can move on. After I said that one sentence, you keep cutting me off.
I mean, I get excited to relive my childhood when Mario Kart 8 comes out, but I'm not going to talk about that this whole podcast.
It's an anime podcast.
I mean, Mario Kart's kind of an anime.
How?
Came from Japan. It's animated.
Goodbye.
Okay.
It's a video game. I don't say Tales of Shelia is an anime.
It has an anime.
It does?
This
is the first time I've heard of this. Tales of the Abyss has an anime. Tales of Symphonia has an anime. Tales of Eternia has an anime. Tales of Shelia doesn't have an anime.
I meant Tales has an anime.
Yeah, Tales games are great. Oh my gosh, okay, move on.
I mean, if we want to... We can talk about video games, though. Mass Effect has an anime.
No, we're moving on. You ever played
Mass Effect?
No, I haven't.
Mass Effect's a good game.
I barely play video games. I play mostly MMOs.
Mass Effect's in the same... is like you will play a lot of RPGs. Mass Effect is an RPG. It's just a Western RPG.
Cool.
That's okay, because it's better than most of the
Let's
RPGs.
talk about Fate, Kaliad, Liner, Prisma, Ilia, Tuzway. Tuzway. Okay.
I have not seen the first season of this. I'm going to watch it, but I need to finish the second season of Kuroko's Basket first. Really enjoying that show, by the way. Yeah. So I will certainly be watching the show. Basically, what it is it's fan service for fans of the Fate series, and it has these magical girls who transform and do all their shit, and it has a bunch of magical girl tropes, and it's basically just a regular magical girl anime, but it takes female characters from the Fate series, and turns them into magical girls.
That sounds so stupid.
No, it sounds awesome.
That sounds so stupid!
I mean, I've only seen a couple magical girl anime. The most prominent of which would be Madoka Magica and Kill la Kill, which is a magical girl anime no matter what anyone says.
Yeah, it is.
Because I've argued with people on this, like, no, it's not. It is. They have their transformations. They fly in the sky. I'm really excited for the second season. The first season's only 10 episodes, so after I finish the second season of Kuroko no Basket, I'm going to watch it, but I'm really excited for this.
Okay.
I'm actually probably more excited for this than I am for Dramatical Murder. Or out of the shows we've mentioned thus far, this is the second most one I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Behind
All right.
Just because aldnoah.zero has such an all-star cast.
Should we talk about the next one?
The next one.
Free Eternal Summer.
This is my second most anticipated show of the summer.
Okay.
Do you know what my first is?
What?
I'm asking, do you? It's my favorite manga.
The little dude with the glasses and blonde hair.
Love Stage.
Love Stage. I couldn't remember it. I read part of the manga for that. I actually found it on my own before you guys.
Before me and Catherine got into it.
Yeah, and then I didn't realize that Love Stage was actually because I don't remember titles.
Mm-hmm. I love Love Stage.
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Ella. It's really good.
Yeah.
Chapter 15. If you know nothing about Love Stage, go and read Chapter 15. And then I think at Chapter 18 is when they have sex again.
Okay, little children who are don't read it. Little children, click the X button. Do not read Chapter 15.
And Izumi, the uke, said it hurt his butt. So said he was gonna top this time. And I just imagine him going in there like, I'm gonna be a super sime. But then he goes there, and Ryuma, his partner, just flips him over and goes for it. He's like, oh well. But no. Back to Free.
Okay, yeah.
This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about with... I was gonna start talking about with Sasuke. They're introducing a new character in the second season of Free.
Really?
Yeah, and I think his name is something... I'm probably gonna push it. It's something along the lines of Sosuke. Is his name.
Sosuke?
Yeah.
Like Sosuke Aizen? Is Aizen showing up?
I more so imagined it that Sasuke tried to destroy the Leaf Village and couldn't because Naruto was too powerful.
Yeah.
So he got all angsty and left and went to Japan to join the swim team. And now that Rin isn't angsty anymore, Sasuke is the new angsty one.
No.
And they're gonna have to try to get Sasuke to join their swimming team. And now Sasuke's gonna have shark teeth.
No,
like
you see, what happened was that Sosuke Aizen turned into a butterfly and then got beaten by Ichigo and then decided to go join a swim
Bleach?
team. Yes!
Okay. Because I didn't know what you were talking about until you said Ichigo. I haven't seen Bleach.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I'll ever watch Bleach. I have zero desire to watch Bleach. Like, I'll eventually watch Gintama. I'll eventually watch One Piece. I'll probably maybe eventually watch Sailor Moon, the original. I don't think I'll ever watch Bleach.
Okay.
Ever.
I mean, it's okay. It's one of my childhood animes, so I like it.
You've seen all of it, right?
Yeah.
Do you read the manga? Because the manga's still going on.
Well, not actively.
Yeah.
I catch up with it like every 6 months or so.
On the next one, Futsu
Joshi.
no Joshi.
Let me pronounce it, okay?
Okay.
Let me try it. Let me go with this. Futsu no Joshiko se ga Lokodo Yate Mita by Studio Feel. What the frick is Studio Feel? I've never heard of this
I didn't
studio.
even care about this. I pretty much glossed over it when I was looking over these earlier. But now reading the description, a high school girl Naniko and her senpai.
It's a seinen. I forgot what a seinen is. I think it's like shonen but more mature, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
keep
It looks
thinking
like Yuri.
The last Yuri anime I tried wasn't that... The last Yuri anime of the season wasn't that good. Akuma no Riddle. Like, it was legitimate Yuri.
I thought you were going to say no Banagan. Because you tried to convince me that was a Yuri show.
No, I thought they were going to go for the Yuri, but no, they went for the straight pairing. Of course they did. I still shipped those two girls a lot.
Well, you're also the only person who watched No Banagan and actually enjoyed it.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
Oh, whatever.
I mean, I only watched the first 2 episodes, but that's because it was bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Speaking of that, they had No Banagan,
Yeah.
No Banaga the Fool, And this season, there's another show about him called Nobunaga Concerto.
Japan is obsessed with Nobunaga.
Yeah.
Well, he is a prominent historical figure that.
Yeah, I know, but you don't see us making cartoons like George Washington Gun, George Washington the Fool, George Washington's Concert.
Well, we're not Japan.
Okay, yeah. But, I mean, George Washington's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
There's, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
There was the actual movie Lincoln. That was
Yeah.
good. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I just heard about it.
That was a really good movie.
Okay, the next one is Genkan Shoujo.
More
no
Naruto
Sasuke.
characters. So now Sakura finally got over Sasuke because he went to go join the swim team, and so she confessed her feelings to her classmate, Nozaki.
Okay.
Or Nozuki.
Let's see, it's a comedy romance school shonen.
I won't be watching it.
I might actually watch
won't
it.
be
It's a
watching
shonen.
I won't be watching it.
Like, I judge anime a lot based on their,
Okay, yeah, but my problem
So?
is, if it's a shonen,
genres.
why does it need to take place in high school? Every anime feels a need to be in high school.
Okay, you have a problem with the high school thing.
I really do.
I grew up with it. I have absolutely no problem with it taking place in high school.
I really do. I can have all the fun at high school I want to in actual high school. That's why I go to school. Because I have fun at high school. I don't need to go home and watch a television show about more high school. Especially when it's a bunch of pan-outs where a girl gets embarrassed because her panties got showed to someone. And
I don't watch those
and then
shows. I'm just done with those.
And then she's crying, "You pervert! Hentai!" And it zooms out of the school because I don't know. It annoys me.
Okay. So let's see. Next
Slice
one is...
of life, skip.
Okay. Hanamonogatari. I need to catch up with the Monogatari series because I want to watch this.
I don't really know much about the Monogatari series. It's just one of the Japanese words I can pronounce because I've heard it be talked about so much.
I've seen Nekomonogatari, Kuro, and Bakemonogatari, and I'm going to watch Nisumonogatari at some point. And then I need to watch the second Monogatari series so I can watch Monogatari.
I wouldn't be watching this because apparently it has a lot of backlog I have to catch up on. But the only thing that will make me want to watch it is that there are a lot of stuff that Shaft has done that are popular. Really only one I was a huge fan of.
Madoka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know you like Nisekoi and Makaku City actors, right?
Yeah. I literally think with Mikaku City actors, they sat down, this already has a great fan base, so let's try to make it as cheaply as possible. I'm actually mad at Shaft for their job on Mikaku City actors, because they could have done a lot better on it.
It's pretty high on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of popularity.
Well,
I mean, arguably they don't need to. They don't need to spend a bunch of money on it, because why spend more money if it's going to be successful anyway?
Yeah, I mean, it was gonna be successful no matter what. It was the anime of the Kagero project. I mean
that's why SAO is gonna have crappy animation this season, because they're like, oh, it's gonna sell anyway, guys.
But I still think that even if you know something's gonna make money, I still think you should do a good job on it.
Yeah,
I don't think that's any excuse.
That's why A1 Pictures should put all of their money into the new season of Sword Art Online and take the money away from funding aldnoah.zero, because, Sword Art Online is much more popular and therefore deserves more money than aldnoah.zero.
Yeah.
I'm actually kidding. Are you serious?
No.
aldnoah.zero is going to be awesome. I mean, I'm going to watch SAO, don't get me wrong, but, are you really expecting anything?
Well, not with SAO, but with Mikaku City actors, I was actually expecting it to be really good, and I wanted it to be really good, but then...
But it is really good to you.
I mean...
It's on your favorites list.
It is, but they could have done so much better.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I mean, I like it, but I can't vouch for its quality at all. And it's not... And I can't show it to new fans.
Says the person who has, a bunch of Japanese books she can't read of Makaku City actors on her bookshelf and posters all over her wall.
Shut up! I was a fan of the song series long before the anime came out. and I was a fan of the manga too. So I was a fan of the thing way before the anime came out. So.
I mean, I would argue pretty much almost everyone who's watching the anime was probably a fan of it before the anime came out.
Probably, because the new fans that got turned off.
Yeah, I mean, the anime was probably a deterrent for people.
Probably,
I watched the first 4 episodes of it, and I'm sure it's good if you understand what's happening, and I'm sure Mikaku City Actors is like, or Shigeru Project or whatever it's called, I'm sure it's pretty good if you know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get into it, I don't think.
I
have no desire to, because the anime did nothing for me. I enjoyed the first episode when I thought they were going to stick with that one character, and then they completely switched gears to a different character. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll meet at the end of the episode and they'll connect. Because no, but then they switch to a new character.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what's going on. And then suddenly they have powers, and they're all in an underground.
No, they've had powers the entire time.
Well, no one told me that.
That's the entire point of the song series.
But it's Japanese, and Western stuff can get away with showing and not telling because they're better at that. But with my anime, I expect them to have a 40-minute exposition at the beginning of every series. So that's what makes it quality.
So you're complaining about it now.
That's what makes Fate Zero. You know, the best part of Fate Zero is the 40-minute exposition at the very beginning.
No. Okay,
I'm kidding, by the way.
Okay, good. But
the best part of Fate Zero was the ending, obviously.
Don't confuse the people.
Fate Zero is a really good anime, and if you're part of the fan base, I'm sure it's fine. But if you're not part of the fan base, the last episode's a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
Which I'm not part of the fan base.
Yeah, same. But
what?
Yeah, one of the things that I am disappointed in the anime with is with Shintaro, the main character, like, you're supposed to act like a main. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. Just throw that entire thing out.
Okay. Speaking of never mind.
Yeah.
The next 3, Hana Yamada, Jinsei, and the Kantai collection. I probably mispronounced all those. I know nothing about any of these. The only thing I could say about Hana Yamada is made by Madhouse, who make the new Hunter x Hunter series. But I'm not going to watch it. Despite that, I'm not going to watch it.
Slice of life. I'm not watching it.
I'm not going to watch any of these. I know nothing about any of these. Do you?
Nope, I do not. Unless it's Studio Feel again.
Were they they're the ones?
They're the ones that did the Futsuno.
The Yuri.
Yeah.
The Yuri I might watch because apparently there's a senpai.
Okay, so Kuro Shitsugi, Book of Circus.
Tell them about your Black Butler fanfiction.
Wait, I had a Black Butler fanfiction?
Yeah. You told me that when you were younger you wrote Black Butler fanfiction.
Let's not talk about that.
No, tell us about the plot.
It was a continuation off the second season.
Obviously. Quality story to base it off of.
Yeah.
The problem with the second season, one of the problems with the second season, is that it was basically already a fan fiction.
I remember nothing about that except for the end.
Second season's horrible.
I remember the first episode and the last episode, and then the middle is just a blur.
I mean, it's kind of like for me. That's kind of like the entire show for me. But the second season is basically a fan fiction. You have alternate characters, cross pairings. You have like. The second season was really bad. I mean, I didn't even really like the first season all that much. I gave it like a 5 on Mal, but I gave the second season a 3. I probably should have given it a little less, but I was feeling lenient.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go and change my ranking to 2. I think 2 is, maybe 1 or 2 is my lowest ranking I've given something. Alright, I give something a 1. Did I?
I think I've given the second season of Darker Than Black a 1, because they ruined the series.
You know, my only things I've given 2 was the Sword Art Online Extra Edition movie. The Pokemon Destiny Deoxys movie.
Oh, good.
And those are it. So just movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, but the interesting thing about this is because the second season was so bad, and because
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty much, and because it kind of pretty much destroyed the point of the series.
Yeah.
Which, even though fangirls will argue, no, they're in love, they're not in love, they're both using each other, and it destroyed that by making CL a demon.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Apparently, they're just dropping the second season and pretending like it never happened.
Because the second season wasn't in the manga.
Yeah.
So.
So they're taking... Apparently, the Book of Circus is the best arc from the manga. And they're taking it and doing that and picking up where the first season left off and just pretending like the second one didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually kind of excited for it because...
Oh, no, I'll definitely watch it, but I expect literally nothing.
Because I've heard that the manga's pretty good. So, and I've seen a lot of character designs from this where I'm like, oh, that's from? The character's attractive. I want to...
Back when you used to, and you still kind of do, you choose
Yeah.
the anime you watch based off how attractive the characters are.
Yes! That's exactly what I do.
I don't know. I will be watching this purely for 3 reasons. 1, I've already watched the first 36 episodes,
Yeah.
so I might as well. 2, it's my girlfriend's favorite anime, so I need to watch it so I can later make fun of it. And 3,
Good job.
it's made by A1 Pictures.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna watch it just because Kuroshitsuji. Actually, it's the first volume on my shelf that I randomly bought. I was literally at the store one time. That's how I got into the series, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool looking character when I saw Sebastian, so I bought it, and I read it. And then I found an anime to it, and I'm like, I'm watching this. So.
I don't understand the appeal behind Sebastian. Is it just he's a slave who will do whatever you want and can cook? Is that the appeal?
Yeah, and I think people...
Yeah.
Girls tend to...
Yeah, she says dreamily.
People tend to over-romanticize him, too. He's a cruel bastard.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time the show does make it so that you can overlook the fact that he's a cruel bastard and
Because he's
over-romanticize him. Well, what about that last scene where he told CL not to look at him? I thought that was kind of sweet.
In the first season?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. It's all blur.
I thought that was kind of sweet. So there are little hints that he might maybe care about CL, but...
He doesn't.
I don't know.
He doesn't.
Okay, whatever. Let's move on. Love stage.
So excited. This is my most anticipated anime of summer.
By the way, guys, he is a yaoi fangirl, not even joking.
It's true. It's true. That's the only manga I read.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not true. Because I actually own no yaoi. I read all my yaoi on the internet, but I own the first 16 volumes of the Dragon Ball manga and some Neon Genesis Evangelion manga, which I haven't read, and the whole manga of Another. So I own a lot of other manga, and I have read it, but yaoi is the only stuff I actively read.
Gotcha.
That's manga. I read real books.
Yeah.
So excited. I don't know. It worked well in the manga, but when I've seen the trailers for the anime, I haven't really thought that their faces looked good.
I liked how they looked in the manga.
No, I do too. And here's where it gets difficult for me. I liked how they looked in the manga.
Yeah.
And I don't like how they look in the anime. And they kept the same style.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have wanted them to change styles. And obviously I haven't seen the anime yet, so who knows? But just based off the trailer, I saw them talking, and they just looked really weird as they were moving their mouths and stuff. And
their features take up way too much of their face.
Yeah.
Their eyes and nose and mouth are too big for their face.
Especially Ryuma.
Yeah. I think actually the blonde dude looks okay.
Izumi.
Yeah.
He basically looks like a girl. And
isn't that the point of the manga?
Yeah, he dresses up like a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very excited for it. I can't wait till they get to the sex. I hope it's in season 1. Because I'm assuming it's going to be multiple seasons. But if I have to wait till season 2 for the sex scene in chapter 15, I'm going to kill someone.
Oh, wow.
I will not wait.
So, are they actually going to do the sex? Animate the sex?
Are they actually going to do the sex?
Yeah.
Probably not, because it's airing on TV.
Yeah.
And you...
Oh, when my dad was scrolling through the Japanese channels, they had porn.
They have porn on English channels too.
Really?
Yeah, you go up to around channel 500 and it's on TV. And you can buy it. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Everyone knows that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's always porn on TV. You just have to buy it, usually.
Well, this one was just kind of like on public stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why I don't know if you've ever seen Japanese porn, but all the
Yeah.
private parts are blurred out.
Yeah.
That's just the law there. As long as they blur out the privates, you can air it on TV.
Yeah.
But I've seen some anime where there's yaoi sex that's animated, and they do not blur out in the anime. Like the OVA of Koisuru Bokan. Yeah.
Well, they didn't really even show anything.
Stop it.
They just
Stop
didn't
crushing my
show
dreams.
anything.
Stop crushing my dreams.
Okay, the next one is Maji Maji Rurumo by JC Staff. Know nothing about this.
Shibaki is a high school boy whose only interest is girls. Scrub. Except he's been branded as the most hentai boy at school. Hentai means pervert too. Is what I didn't even know that till a couple months ago.
Oh yeah.
I was watching Naruto subbed, and when they said pervert, she was like, hentai!
Oh, so he summons a witch and they go on magical adventures together. Basically the plot of every anime ever. So.
Basically the plot of Witchcraft Works.
I guess.
Which we all know was the best anime of the season.
Oh yeah, totally.
You watched all,
No,
didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I had no interest whatsoever in
Yeah.
it.
I watched
Okay.
what we saw in Anime Club, so the first 4 episodes.
Minari Diva. Minarai Diva. Minarai Diva. Okay.
You done there?
Yeah, I'm done.
TBH isn't a studio, Ella. That means to be announced.
Oh, to be announced.
That means there is no people who have said that we're doing it yet.
Oh. Well, how the frickin' is it on the list then?
By TBH.
I misspoke.
You are smart. Let me tell you. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Momo Kwan Sword. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who Momotaru, a famous Japanese character, is.
It's ecchi, so I'm not gonna watch
Oh,
it.
no game, no life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it unless I hear it's good.
I won't watch it.
Okay.
I won't watch Nobunaga Concerto, which we've already talked about, so we don't really need to.
And then Persona 4, the Golden Animation.
It's by A1 Pictures, and I like them. And Persona, they release a lot of video games on the Vita, right?
Yeah. I think I'll watch it just
watch
because I've been kind of interested in Persona, so I'll try it out.
See, I feel like I would have to do all the other stuff first, and I don't want to. I will be watching the new Psychopaths, though. I haven't seen the original, but, I mean...
I need to watch
This is basically just an alternate version of the original.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It'll take the first series and recut it into 11 one-hour episodes.
1 hour episodes?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I don't have the attention span.
So you can marathon 100 episodes that are half an hour, but I mean, as soon as it's 11-hour episodes, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch it. So, by the way, speaking of remakes, a couple months ago I heard they were doing a Death Note remake. Did anything ever come of that, or is that just a rumor?
I didn't hear anything about that, so I think that might have just been a rumor.
It was all over the Tumblrs.
Oh, I didn't see anything about it.
Okay.
Alright, Rail Wars. I don't know.
I don't care.
Free Hamatora. Super don't care.
At the beginning, we were trying to talk about everything, and now if we don't know what it is, we just skip it.
Yeah. I mean, we're already like an hour in.
I'm gonna be watching Re Hamatora because I saw the first series, and I think I only gave it a 5 or 6. Like, it wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
But it did have some good moments, and I actually really did like the ending because it was such a cliffhanger.
Gotcha.
So I will most certainly be watching it.
I probably won't be watching it because I watched the first episode of the first series and that didn't do anything for me. So
yeah, the show isn't all that great.
Yeah.
But it does have some good moments. Like, there was a great moment in like episode 7 when one of the main characters died, and then like at the end too.
Cool. Okay, next one is Rokujo.
Oh, high school.
Yeah.
Rokujumo no Shinria Shukai ?
Okay, on to Saba.
His apartment is haunted by a cute ghost.
Of course it is.
Comedy, romance, and school are his genres.
Supernatural. Don't forget Supernatural.
Well, I don't care about that. It looks like a harem genre, and one of the girls on the cover looks exactly like Asuna from Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Which it seems like there are a lot of characters who look exactly like that, and I frankly just don't care.
Okay. So let's see. Saba Gebu by Studio Pair.
Oh, Shoujo and Military. Our friend who likes DMMD will like this. Isn't her favorite anime Magical Lyrica whatever?
Magical Girl Lyrical Nanaha? Yeah. Okay.
And she's always saying, there's only one shoujo military show, and this is it. It's my favorite. So we should tell her about this.
Yeah.
Because she might like it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Sere Tsukai no Blade Dance.
Harem, Supernatural, School. So it's another Rokujumo no Shin ? But this time it looks like it's all Yuri.
Yep.
So maybe a little better.
Of course. See. Sengoku Basara Judge End.
Capcom recently announced that they're open to being bought by a different company.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of their games haven't been selling well recently, but they have a lot of good properties like Resident Evil and Mortal Kombat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they basically announced, if anyone wants to buy us, go ahead. And now it looks like they're making anime.
No,
or at least
cool.
having it licensed. I won't be watching it.
No, probably not. There's not a lot that I'm really interested besides second seasons and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of second seasons I'm interested in. Really, the only new stuff I'm interested in is aldnoah.zero, Aruharu Ride. I don't know if you would count Sailor Moon as the second season. It's a reboot.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
I'll be watching Love Stage, definitely. So excited. Oh, I forgot Dramatical Murder. I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch, which is next on the list, Shirogane no Ishi Arjivolin. I know nothing about it. Even on here it says no info.
Oh, it's by Zebek! I hate that studio.
Why?
They butchered Pandora Hearts and they're notorious
for
butchering
made by them?
animes. Yeah. They're notorious for butchering animes. I hate Zebek so much.
Yeah, but the cover looks cool.
I will watch that show just to hate on it. They take, they had mostly adapt shows from manga, and then they don't follow the manga, is what they do. And then they butcher it.
Well, I don't really care, since I've never read Shirogane's manga. So, I mean...
The only decent anime they've done is Pandora Hearts, and they didn't do a great job on that anime either.
Yeah, I stopped watching that.
Yeah.
Purely based off the cover, if it's on Crunchyroll, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
If it's not on Crunchyroll, I won't watch it.
Gotcha.
Just purely for convenience.
Shonen Hollywood, Holly Stage for 49.
So this is interesting because it's an original story, which you don't see a lot of in anime. The last big thing that was an original story was Kill to Kill.
Yeah.
And obviously I don't think this is going to be like Kill to Kill.
No. There are no genres for it. I don't know if I should watch it or not.
It kind of looks like a music genre because they're members of a idol group who develop their talents and diligent work and study. It kind of looks like what a lot of shows with an all-male cast are doing, like what they did in Free and Kuroko no Basket and Mega Nebu, where you kind of color code their hair to tell them apart.
Yeah.
And each of them has a quirky trait.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really interested in it. But I don't know. Maybe if it's on Crunchyroll, I'll watch it. Just because of the rainbow background.
Of course. Let's see. Space Dandy 2.
Season 2. So excited. Space Dandy is one of my favorite anime.
Okay, can we just talk about the first season for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about how you only watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Talk about how I watched all of it, so I know what I'm talking about. Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Again, I only watched the first 2 episodes, so my opinion isn't that great. But from what I've seen, and you said the rest of the series is like this, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Whoa.
It fails as a comedy.
Whoa. First of all, do you even watch good comedies?
I watch anime comedies.
Oh, okay. Anime comedies suck.
No, you see how Space Dandy comes up with...
Watch the show Community, or watch How I Met Your Mother, or watch Friends. Like, those are great comedies. Space Dandy is not as funny as those. But another thing I really like about Space Dandy is, one, you haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, right?
No.
If you have seen Bebop, this is kind of like a parody of that. It's made by the same guy. So I kind of view it as a parody of Bebop.
Okay.
And in addition, I just like how it doesn't take itself seriously. I like how they establish in the first episode that the characters all die, and then in the next episode they're completely fine. I like how in the 4th episode the entire universe turns into zombies, and then at the very end it gets super philosophical. Like, or no, halfway through the episode it turns to kind of like a documentary about life as a zombie. At the very end, it gets super philosophical, talking about, and finally there's world peace because we have nothing to divide us. I like how in episode 5, it develops a relationship with him and this little alien girl, and he grows to love her, and it's the first person he's ever loved, and then because he's scared of it at the end, he has to use the defense mechanism and say, you can't come on my ship until you have big breasts and the luxurious booty. I like how in episode 10, which is the best episode, the episode's not even about comedy, it's all about the emotions of one of the characters and having to deal with depression and stuff. I like how the show can get super serious, and yet it never, for a second, forgets the fact that it's so stupid. I love Space Dandy, and I can't wait for the 2nd season.
I will probably go back and watch it. Watch it again when I've finished I forgot the name of the Cowboy Bebop. I forgot that name. Okay.
Yeah.
But
how have you not seen Bebop yet?
Yeah, I wasn't in anime club when you guys watched it, and
I didn't watch an anime club.
Oh, it takes me forever to watch shows.
I watched it on my own time.
I watched the second half of the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I mean, there are some big animes I haven't seen. I still haven't seen Trigun.
Trigun is good.
I've only seen the first 9 episodes of Brotherhood.
Brotherhood is good.
I haven't seen either of the clan ads.
They're both. Well, the second one is great. The first one's just a generic one.
And I haven't seen Steins Gate.
I haven't seen it either.
So those are like the 4 big shows I feel like that I haven't seen.
I just kind of watch anime whenever I feel like it. So when I feel like it, I'll get around to it. But okay, back to Space Dandy. Literally, how I think they came up with their comedy. Did not see one original joke in the entire first 2 episodes I watched. I literally think they took a book that said stereotypical anime jokes and wrote the script copying from that book. Literally. I think that's what they did with writing the script.
Want to know something interesting about Space Dandy, though?
What?
It's not meant for anime fans. It's meant for a Western audience. That's why it airs on Toonami before it airs in Japanese. It's the only anime to air the dub before the sub. So now people can't say subs are better because they're first, because Space Dandy's dub was first.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that it's about anime, or it doesn't matter that it follows a lot of anime tropes, because it's not about that.
I just didn't think it was.
And honestly,
great.
I don't really view it as a comedy. I view it more just the adventures of Space Dandy. It never even really claims to be a comedy. At the very beginning, yes, I know this website listed as one, but at the very beginning, it even tells you exactly what Space Dandy is about. It's about a dandy guy in space.
Okay.
It's awesome.
I just don't care at all. Like, literally.
What about at the end of this? You said you watched the second episode, which was where they travel across the universe searching for the best ramen.
Yeah.
What about when that one guy was talking about how he was in a bicycle gang and his girlfriend died, and instead of doing the stereotypical because he was in a lot of Western stuff, where she dies because they got into some sort of thug fight or he got into a car crash and stuff. He just burped up fire and it destroyed her. The completely was hilarious because it subverted all expectations of the stereotypical biker story.
I didn't care.
See,
You don't care about Pandora Hearts. You can't talk.
You don't know anything about Western media, and all this and Space Dandy appeals to people who know about Western media.
Huh. I don't care.
It also appeals to people who have seen Cowboy Bebop.
I literally don't care.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I just don't care.
And next up is the sequel to the greatest anime ever made, Sword Art Online.
Oh yeah, greatest anime.
Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 7 are really good.
Yeah, they are. The rest isn't.
Remember when I used to defend SAO to the death?
Yeah. I just rolled my eyes.
No, you didn't. You argued back to me.
Oh, I did, but yeah.
I'm gonna watch it though.
I am too. I'm actually kind of interested because I've heard that the Gun Gale arc is one of the best arcs.
Yeah, you've heard that from me.
Yeah.
I've
heard that from people online too, so.
Yeah, I've read the light novels, and yeah, it's better.
Plus, Kirito looks like a girl now, so.
The feeling, guys.
Yeah. So, Tokyo ESP. What are you doing?
There was a piece of food stuck in.
You
between
brought
the
up a bunch of
keys and my
pop-ups. I
laptop.
can't see the anime. Okay.
It's made by Zebic. You don't care.
No, actually, this one looks kind of interesting.
It's made by Zebic. You don't care. You want to know what I want?
What?
The third season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Wait, isn't it still airing?
Yeah, the second one is the second season's still airing. But I wanted to start the third season while the second one is still airing.
Why?
Because I need more.
Okay. Let's see.
And it doesn't matter anyway. It's not like it's a really continuous plot.
No, but they're probably gonna extend the airtime as long as they can because if they have a longer airtime, they can draw in more fans that way.
Yeah. Here's the thing about JoJo's: it has 8 arcs.
Yeah.
And I think with the first season they did 2 they did 2 arcs, but I think from now on they're gonna do 1 arc per season. Probably.
Gotcha.
Anyway, you can talk about your Tokyo ESP now. Try to convince me why a hula hooping panda is worth watching.
I don't know. The girl on the cover's pretty.
Done. Stop the podcast. I'm done.
Okay.
Weeaboos disassemble.
No! We have 2 more to talk about plus leftovers.
Okay.
Okay, Tokyo Ghoul. Any interest in that one?
No.
It's psychological.
No.
I like psychologicals. I might watch it.
No.
Oh, this is... And, Zankyo no Terror is also
I am excited about this one. Do you know why?
Why?
This is by the same guy who made Bebop.
Oh, cool.
Now, no. What's interesting is that you know how he's famous for Bebop and then Samurai Champloo, which came out like... I actually don't know when Samurai Champloo came out. I know Bebop came out in 98, but they came out like somewhere like 8 to 10 years apart.
Yeah.
What's interesting? This will be his 3rd anime in 3 years. He made Kids on a Slope, then he made Space Dandy, then he made Zankyo no Terror. So he's really, I guess, getting into a lot of anime right now. Yeah. And I haven't seen Kids on a Slope yet. But this seems interesting because I'd really like to see his take on a psychological thing. And I'll be watching this and not Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay. Alright,
Besides, I mean, it's kind of actually debatable as to whether he actually made Space Dandy because he basically just gets a new person to direct every episode.
Oh.
So he doesn't really do a lot of it. He just kind of finds them.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's just kind of involved so they can put his name on Space Dandy and say, from the guy who made Bebop.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. But yeah, so in the end, I guess basically, I will be watching aldnoah.zero, Aruharu Ride, Dramatical Murder, the new Sailor Moon, the new Fate series after I watched the first season, Free Eternal Summer, Love Stage, Black Butler, the Circus arc, the new Psychopaths, Hamatora Season 2, maybe Shirogane if it's on Crunchyroll, Space Dandy 2, Sword Art Online 2, and the Psychological Bebop.
Yeah. Okay. And what I am for sure going to be watching...
I'm watching all of them.
Nope. For sure what I'm going to be watching, the new Sailor Moon, Dramatical Murder.
Wait. Go up.
What?
Go up. You're not going to be watching aldnoah.zero.
If it's on Crunchyroll, I will. If this and this are on Crunchyroll, if the top 3 are on Crunchyroll, I'll watch them.
Oh, I have no desire to watch Comic Book Kill.
Yeah. I don't know, the girl on the cover looks cool, so. And then I'll be for sure watching Dramatical Murder, Free.
I thought you didn't like the first season of Free very much.
I'm still going to watch the second season.
Oh.
Hanamonogatari. For sure. Kuroshitsuji, Book of Circus, Love Stage. Persona 4. Psycho-Pass 2 when I get around to watching Psycho-Pass 1.
It's not really, well, it's not really Psycho-Pass. It's a Psycho-Pass remake.
Never mind about Psycho-Pass then. I'll probably watch the original.
I'll probably watch both.
And Sword Art Online 2. And maybe these other ones. If they're on Crunchyroll.
So maybe this season I'll be watching more anime than you.
Probably. I don't see a lot of anime that I'm very interested in.
See, this is... Out of the 3 seasons I've been watching anime, this is the one that appeals to me the most. There's a lot of stuff I'm excited about.
Well, last season actually appealed to me a lot more than this season does.
There's also some exciting stuff coming out next season, like Log Horizon Season 2.
Yes!
And Ufotable's Fate Stay Night.
Yeah! Log Horizon Fate Stay Night, a good addition.
Good addition. And then obviously continuing, we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. We have Long Shonen that both of us watch, like Naruto Shippuden and Hunter x Hunter.
We have The Irregular Magic High School.
Which I'm not watching.
That's actually pretty good.
I have absolutely no desire to watch that. Oh, and then we have Haikyuu, which I really want to watch. But I need to wait till the end because I refuse to watch sports anime week by week.
No desire to watch sports anime. Like, I'm not going to watch Ping Pong or Haikyuu.
I'll be watching Ping Pong. Here's the thing about sports anime. I have no desire to watch actual sports. I really like sports anime I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, I watched Free.
Free is the best thing ever. Free is everything I care about.
Of course it is.
Like, and when I first asked you about Free, like, would I like Free? You were like, no.
I don't know, I didn't think you would.
And then lo and behold, I got into yaoi.
Well, after you got into yaoi, you'd probably like it, but I don't know. You know what you should watch?
What?
Kamigami no Asobi.
Is that the one that just ended?
Yeah.
Is that the one that I watched the first 14 minutes of, and there was the purple-haired person?
Yeah. Actually, let's talk about this later in a different podcast.
Why?
We're already up to like an hour and 20 minutes. So, and we've already talked about the new season that's coming out. So I think we should end and start from
But
one.
why would we be talking about the last season of anime in a different podcast?
Well, because this one's already an hour long, and we can break it up into 2 episodes.
Break this into 2 episodes?
Yeah.
No, this is 1 episode.
Wait, talking about the new season and the old season?
We don't even need to talk about the old season.
I want to talk about the old season.
What are we going to talk about?
The old season and how great it was.
Okay, yeah, but Ella, I mean, we already talked about Ishukan Friends.
Yeah,
they already both know we like JoJo's.
Yeah.
You already talked about Irregulars in Magical High School. Like,
we mentioned it. We haven't, like, discussed them yet.
I haven't even seen it. What is there to discuss?
Well, what about Black Bullet? We could debate about Black Bullet.
I need to catch up to Black Bullet first.
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk about it in a different episode.
Okay.
We're going to talk about JoJo's, though.
Yeah, we are.
A lot.
Okay.
And you need to catch up.
I will.
What episode are you on?
I'm on 4. Or 5.
4 or 5? Ella, there are 11 episodes out.
Yeah? Your point?
I can kind of get where you don't want to watch it because at the beginning it's drolls.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the one where they're on the boat yet?
No.
I think it's episode 5. After that, they fight a monkey.
Continue.
No. Ella, trust me.
Yes.
Around episode 8 or 9, it gets really good.
Okay.
Polnareff and Kakyoin, you know those two guys?
What do they look like?
Kakyoin has the orange hair and he wears the green school suit, and Polnareff has the white hair and wears the black stuff.
Yeah.
They're really good characters.
Oh, cool.
Especially Polnareff. He's actually a really well-developed character.
The
like where
pink-haired dude?
The white-haired dude. There's no pink-haired dude.
White. What about the dude with the curly Q thing?
That's the orange-haired guy.
Oh. I was
Kakyoin.
Okay.
Here, look. There are 5... Actually, we can talk about this later.
Yeah, so... Let's end this now with the last 10 minutes being discussing whether or not we're going to continue it.
That's not the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been the last 10 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
I checked the time. I'm pretty sure it's been the last 10 minutes. Well, bye, guys.
About.
Why are you singing?
Because we were talking about JoJo's.
Okay, bye, guys. See ya.
Bye.